प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरम् युगधर्मयुतं पुनरन्दसुतं धरणी सुचित्रं भवभावोचितं तनुध्यानचितं निजवासयुतं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरम् अरुणं नयनं चरणं वसनं वदने स्खलितं स्वकनामधरं कुरुते सुरसं जगतजीवनं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरवरं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरवरं प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरवरम् प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरवरम् प्रणमामि शचीसुत गौरवरम् जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So today we'll be discussing the topic 8th chapter. Adi Khanda, 8th chapter. The disappearance of Jagannath Mishra, father of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a very sad chapter. So Namai's thread ceremony is performed. All these things will start first now. So all glories to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu along with his devotees. It is said just by hearing the topics of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one attains devotional service to Lord. So confidentially, his pastimes are very confidential. And Lord has resided in the house of Jagannath Mishra. Nobody was able to recognize the Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared in Jagannath Mishra's house. Lord enjoyed every pastime. It's not so easy to describe the enjoyment of Lord. We can say somewhere here and there, we can read, but the experience, the enjoyment which Krishna has experienced, that is very difficult to describe. That is how Vrindavan Das Thakur speaks. These pastimes will be later described through the Vedas in all the Puranas, and all the fortunate souls can also hear. But again, the topics are confidential, even in the Vedas. That is what is given. Gaur Sundar remained fully absorbed in his childhood pastime. Now the time has come. Yajno pavitre pavitera kala asiya milila. Time has come for thread ceremony. It's only said 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 11 years. The thread ceremony happens. Now Jagannath Mishra, what he did, he invited all his friends. Yajno pavitra, very important sanskara for a boy. All of them happily gathered, and in this way they assisted in different ways according to their ability. Stri Gane Jaya Diya Krishna Guna Gaya Natagana Natagane Mridanga Sanai Vamshivaya. So Shehnai, then flute, Vamshi, that is Mridanga. The musicians were playing there, and the women were chanting Krishna's glories. Brahmanas were reciting the Vedas. The professional blessers chanted Swasti Vachan, that is the prayers. So the whole house was so wonderful. It appeared to be the incarnation of ecstasy. See the word used. Ananda avatar. Even the Ananda has taken an avatar in Sachimata's house. So Gaur Sundar accepted the Brahman thread. At the time, all the auspicious planetary conjunctions fell on the house of Sachimata. So every moment was so auspicious, and Gaurhari accepted Brahman. For a girl, Vivaha ceremony is very important. Then for a boy, it is Yajna Pavitra, which is most important festival, a sanskar. And this thread beautified the body of the Lord. It was looking as if Sukshma Rupe Sheshava Vedila Kalevara. It looked as if Ananta Shesha surrounded his body in a subtle form. So everybody were so happy how Gaur Sundar resembled Vamandev. You know, when Vamandev walked, it was looking so beautiful. They said, seeing this young boy, young small boy, Brahman boy, Bari Mahara's sister, she also got fascinated. She thought, let me have this child as my son. That is how Putana in the previous life she was Bali Mahara's. Somewhere it is said daughter, somewhere it is said sister. So on seeing this wonderful Brahman effulgence, Apurva Brahmanya Tej Dekhi Sarve Gane Nara Jnana Arakeha Nahi Kare Mane. No one considered him to be an ordinary child. With a stick in his hand and a bag on his shoulder, Gaur Sundar went to beg alms at the houses of his servants because Diksha has to be taken. When Upanayanam Sanskar happens, after that Diksha is given. So they go to their friend's house, they go to the relatives, then they will ask Diksha. And the Diksha then has to be given uh, to the spiritual master. That is how in the Gurukul system functions. So then the Lord's servants all gave alms in satisfaction according to their ability. And all the women, they are smiling as they put their arms in the Lord's bag. Now, to take this advantage, because Lord is now Lord has appeared in the form of a Brahmana, and he's asking the alms. So Brahma, Shiva, and great sages, all the chaste wives, that is Saraswati, Parvati, that is Rudrani, that is Parvati, Aditi, Anusuya, Arundhati, Devahuti, everybody they appeared like Brahmana's wives. So they wanted to take advantage. They wanted to give alms to the to Lord. So they felt great satisfaction in seeing Vishwambara. Vishwambara's Vamana form. And they placed alms in the Lord's bag. In this way, Lord enjoyed even Vamana pastime. That is Brahmana pastime. Now it said, all glories to Gaur Sundar. Jai Jai Shri Vaman Rupa Gaur Chandra. Dana Deha Hridaya Kumara Pada Dvandva. So please donate your lotus feet in charity to my heart. So in this way, all glories who accepted the form of a Lord. So second line of this verse, O Gaur Sundar, I pray that you manifest the lotus feet of your Vaman form in my heart. That is how one expresses his complete surrenderance. Like how Bali Maharaj told, please give your lotus feet on my head. So whoever hears this topic of Lord accepting Brahmana thread attains the shelter of Lord's lotus feet. In this way, the Lord of Vaikuntha enjoyed in the house of Sachi various pastimes that are confidential even in the Vedas. So it's not so easy to understand Chaitanya's pastimes. One may think it's so easy, but The amount of bliss which everyone is experiencing, even Lord, that is very difficult to describe. They are all very, very confidential pastimes. So Lord now desired to study the scriptures. It is actually said after the Upanayanam Sanskar, the boy is sent to Gurukul. That is the time he starts studying the scriptures. First is Dvija. Dvija means twice born. He is now second birth. One birth is from the womb of mother. The second birth is when he gets the Gayatri. That is how he is introduced to the spiritual world. And then when he is introduced to the spiritual world, his work is to study the scriptures. That is the time he becomes Vipra. Once he studies the scriptures nicely, he becomes Vipra. Vishesha Rupena Pragya. And then realization of the scriptures makes him a Vaishnava. That is why in the Brahmana, the topmost rank is Vaishnava. It is said a Vaishnava, even though may be born in the very lowest community, but still he is qualified as the highest rank in the Brahmana category, because he has realized the scripture. What is the use of being a Vipra if he has not realized the scriptures? He may be well versed in chanting the in chanting the shlokas and all these things. But if he is not able to understand that Vedesha sarve raham eve vedya vedyanta krutve vidaiva chaham, that everything emanates from Krishna. One has to chant the holy name of Krishna. If he's not doing that, then he is only Dvija Bandhu. Even though he may be a Vipra, he will be called as only Dvija Bandhu. So here, Lord with a stick in his hand, bag on his shoulders, the Lord is looking so beautiful. Now he wants to study the scriptures. That is how he desired to study the scriptures in the company of his associates. So in Navdev, there resided the topmost teacher, Gangadas Pandit. He was not different from Sandipani Muni. Because in Lord's Leelas, everybody are the same, but the names changes. Sandipani Muni in Krishna, Mayapur Viharini Mataji. Please mute your phone, or I have to do that. I can also mute the phone. Okay. So it is said the characters are the same, but the names changes. Now it is Gaur Leela, same Sandipani Muni has appeared as Gangadas Pandit. So Lord wants to show, to have an education, you should have a teacher. So this teacher was so wonderful. He was full knowledge. He had full knowledge of grammatical literatures. Lord wanted to study under him. Bhujena putrena ingita mishravar putra sanga gela Gangadas Bhujaghar. So admission. So father goes. So here also Jagannath Mishra took him at the house of Gangadas Pandit. Same Leela just see when Vasudev took Krishna and Balram to Sandipani Muni. Sandipani Muni just got up and he started circulating Krishna and Balram. He said, the source of knowledge, it is you who is the source of knowledge. What knowledge am I going to teach you? But yes, just for formalities and to show to the people in general that for every knowledge you require a teacher. That is how here also you see that Gangadhar stood up with respect and embraced Sri Mishra. They sat together, Eka Asana Vasila. Then Jagannath Mishra said, Putra Ami Dilu Atuma. I have given my son to you. I am offering you. Padai Shunaiba Sakala Apani. Please teach him everything. Then Gangadhar told, Bada Bhagya se Amara. It's my fortune. Padai mo yata Shakti Achai Amara. Whatever capacity or whatever ability I have, I'll try my level best to teach him. Gangadas was so happy to see his new student, Parama Ananda Gangadas. Putra Praya Kariya Rakila Nija Pasha. He treated him as his own son. Gangadas was surprised to see that Lord used to assimilate all the knowledge just by hearing once. And also sometimes Gurura Yateka Vyakhya Karena Khandana. Gaur Sundar used to refute some of the explanations of his Guru. And then Punarbara Sei Vyakhya Karena Sthapana. Then again he used to, when he used to he used to refute a statement, then again he used to refute his own statement. In this way he used to establish the explanation. If teacher says something, he will say opposite, and then that same opposite he will try to prove that he'll try to refute that opposite statement and come back to his teacher's statement and show that what explanation teacher is giving is perfect. So in this way, there were thousands of students. Nobody was able to defeat his explanation. देखिए अद्भुत बुद्धि गुरु हर्षित. What adbhuta buddhi this boy has. Seeing that, he used to feel very happy. Gangadhar used to feel very happy. And then he concluded that he is Shishya Shreshtakari. He is the best student. And this used to happen regularly. He used to challenge, defeat all the Gangadhar students, other students. And prominent students were Murari Gupta, Kamalakanta, Krishnananda. They were all prominent students. And Lord practically challenged and defeated them, everyone. There is Mukunda Gupta, Murari Gupta, Kamalakanta, Krishnananda. They were all important students. They used to be defeated, but then they were all elder by age. They used to consider who is a small child. So anyhow, they used to enjoy the defeat also. They used to enjoy. They used to just smile. And after that, every day, Ganga Stana Chale, Nija Vyasya, Vayasya Laya. So then, along with his friends, every day, Mahaprabhu used to go for Ganga bath. In this way, they all took bath in Ganga at midday. Many students were there in Navadvip. Many teachers also were there. Each teacher had thousands of students. And every student used to challenge each other. But Lord, he was very young and restless also. He would quarrel with all the students. Some would challenge, your teacher is not very learned. Another would say, see, whose disciple I am? You know, whose disciple I am. In this way, the quarrel is to start with harsh words. They used to splash water on each other, throw sand on each other. Sometimes they used to beat also each other. And in this way, they used to throw mud on each other. Some boy, in the name of the king, he used to catch another boy. Raja Radohaya Diya Keha Kare Dhara. Somebody used to beat another in this way. They used to wrestle also, wrestling match also in the water of Ganga. Eta hula hudi kare padua sakala. Wrestling match also used to go. So in this situation, bichara, these girls, they could not fill their water pots. And even gentle brahmanas, they could not even go to take bath. And this Vishwambhar was so restless, he used to go in each bathing ghat. And in every bathing ghat, he used to do all this mischief. And in each bathing ghat, there were innumerable students. So there used to be debate in every ghat. And one of the senior students asked the boys, why you all are arguing? Because Lord used to take all his team. Let us sit and explain properly, what is Vriji, what is Panthi, what is Tika. Why you all are fighting so much? The Lord replied, yes, good. You can ask me anything you want. You want to know what is Vritti, what is Panji, what is Tika? Then one student asked him, why are you so conceited? Eta eka kare ahankara. How much ahankar you have? Nimai told, Jigyasaha hi chitta ho tumhara. You ask now whatever you want. Then the same student told, Dhatu Sutra Vakhana. Explain all the sutras. Lord told, Vakhaniye Shunam Manadiya. Listen attentively to what I say. and powerful Vishwambhar explained all the sutras according to the grammatical rules. Then hearing this, everybody praised. What an explanation. Then he told, okay, I have explained now. Now you refute this explanation. Prove that I am wrong. All are praising him. He should be quiet now. He says, now refute. Establish these explanations. And everybody was struck with wonder. Then what he did was, again, Lord refuted his own explanation, whatever he has given, his own explanation. And then he says, now I will establish these explanations. First, he gave an explanation, refuted the explanation, and now establishing his explanation. Then what he did? When he explained, when he established that explanation, nobody could find a fault. What a beautiful statement. Explaining the sutras, refuting the explanation, again refuting the same explanation. So in this way it was going on. They were all wondering from where this such wonderful intelligence is there. All the senior students, they were so satisfied. What they did? Pramanika Paduyara Gana Santosha Sabai Karilina Alingan. Sabi, everybody were so happy they embraced Mahaprabhu. Other students said, now go home. Tomorrow we'll have more questions for you. Because they had given some questions. He told, you ask, I will explain. So they asked, Lord explained. Again, Lord said, prove my statements to be wrong. Again, nobody could do that. Again, he refuted his own statements. And in this way, he is trying to prove every explanation to be true. Even the refutation is also becoming true. So everything is like people are also confused. All the students are also confused. So Lord is enjoying Vaikuntha Vidya Rase Khela Khela. So Brahaspati now has taken birth in Navadipa along with his disciples because he wants to assist Lord in his pastime. So while sporting in Ganga, Lord and his friends, they used to swim on the other side. And then seeing the good fortune of Yamuna in obtaining Krishna, even Ganga wanted the same opportunity. Why it so happened that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is playing in the banks of Ganga and also swimming in Ganga? Because Ganga had expressed to Krishna that see how what bhagya Yamuna has, that you are sporting in Yamuna, you're enjoying in Yamuna. When will I have the bhagya? At that time, Krishna has given the word that when I appear as Gauranga, I will sport in your water. So continuously, actually, Ganga used to pray. Kabe haibe ka mora Yamunara bhagya. When will I have a bhagya like Yamuna? So although Ganga is worshipped by Brahma and Shiva, she always wanted the good fortune of Yamuna. So Gaur Sundar was like a wish-fulfilling tree who always satisfied the desires of Ganga. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to enjoy the water pastimes and then return home. Lord worshipped Vishnu according to the regulation, and in this way he had his meal. After taking the meal, what he is to do? Bhojana Kariya Matra Prabhu Shani Pustakalaya Giya Vasena Nirjan. He is to take books and sit in a solitary place. And he is to be so absorbed in his studies. He composed his own commentary on the sutras. Jagannath Mishra was so happy. And he forgot it was day or night. Every day Jagannath Mishra देखते Jagannath पुत्र मुखे निधि निधि पाया अनिर्वचनीय सुख. So Anirvachaniya is not so easy to describe the happiness which Jagannath Mishra is experiencing. And what is he drinking? He is drinking the nectarian beauty of his son. Ye mata putrera rupa kare Mishra pana shasharire sayuchya haila kibana kibantana, immersed in transcendence. So he was so happy. He considered this merging of, however, considered the happiness of merging with the Lord to be insignificant. The Sahuja Mukti is so insignificant before the nectarian drink of Lord's lotus face. So he says, now here Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Jagannath Mishra Pai Bahu Namaskar. I offer unlimited obeisances, Bahu Namaskar. Obeisances to Jagannath Mishra. Ananta Brahmanda Natha Putra Rupe Yan, who has attained Ananta Brahmanda Natha, the son of innumerable universes, as his son. So Jagannath Mishra, Yei Matan Mishra Chanda, Dekhite Putrera, when he is to see his son, Mishra Chandra would float in ecstasy, Niravadhi Bhase, Vipra Ananda Sagara. So he is to float in ecstasy. The beauty of the Lord was so that even the Cupid felt ashamed. Kamadeva Jiniya Prabhu se Rupavan. Lord's beauty surpassed Cupid. Every limb of Lord was so beautiful. And seeing the beauty of his son, Jagannath Mishra thought, Dakina Danava Pache Putra Bala Kare. Oh, I am afraid that my son should not be attacked by Dakinis and Shakinis. And then in this way, out of fear, Mishra surrendered his son at the lotus feet of Krishna. As Gaurasundar smiled while watching from one secluded place, who is Gaurasundar? Krishna himself. And here Jagannath Mishra says, oh, I offer my son to you, O Lord. The Lord is offered to himself. That is why Lord is laughing. Mishra bole, Krishna tumi rakshita sabara. Oh Krishna, you are the protector. Putra prati sab subha drishti kariba mara. Oh, please glance, subha drishti, that is a merciful glance on my son. So again, whoever remembers your lotus feet will never face any disturbances. In this way, Jagannath Mishra is offering prayers to Lord Krishna. Those sinful places where you are not remembered, they are the places of ghosts, witches, and evils. So we are remembering, oh Krishna. See that our son is always protected in this way. Jagannath Mishra is praying to Lord. न यत्र श्रवणादि रक्षो घनानि स्वकर्मसु कुर्वन्ति सात्वतं भर्तुर् यातु धन्यश्च तत्र हि. So here from Bhagavatam the verse is taken. 10th canto 6th chapter 3rd verse. It is said when Maharaj Parikshit heard that Putana has entered Gokul and she is killing children of the order of Kamsa, at that time Sukadeva Goswami speaks this verse. He says, wherever people in any position, if they perform their occupational duty by chanting and hearing also, and he is performing occupational duty of devotional service. Varnashrama Achrita Purushena Parapuram Vishnu Aradhate Pantanane Tatushakarna. What is the purpose of having Chaturvarnyam, that is 4 Varnashramas? That is the purpose is Haritoshan. If that is done, then there is no danger from anyone. And in this way, do not worry, O Parikshit Maharaj, he is telling that Gokul is free from all the anxiety because Lord Krishna is personally present. Now, O Lord, I am your servant. Jagannath Mishra tells to Krishna, whatever I have, it belongs to you. Ami tomara dasa Prabhu, yete ke amara rakhi pa apane tumi sakal tomara, everything belongs to you. So ateva yata ache vignava shankata na asuka kabhu mora putrera nikata. Let not any danger disturb my son. So with the folded hands, Jagannath Mishra begged for the mercy of Lord. So unexpectedly one day he had a dream which filled him with more happiness. Sapna dekhi tava padi, dandavata kare. After the dream, he offered his obeisances and prayed, Oh Govinda, hey Govinda Nimani, Rahuka Mora Ghare. Let Nimai stay at home. This is the only petition I can ask. Let Nimai stay at home as a householder. Grahastha haya ghara Rahuka Nimani. Because he was afraid that he should not take sannyas. So he says, let him take grahastha life. Then Sachimata asked, why are you asking this? He said, today I dreamed. Nimai has shaven his head. Nimani karyache yena shikhara mundana. Oh, how wonderful he was looking as a sannyasi. I saw all these things in dream. He laughed, he danced, he cried, constantly chanting the Harinam. Hase nache khande, Krishna bali, sarvadaya. So in this way, I cannot describe how beautiful he was looking with a shaven head and how nicely he was chanting. So Lord already showed what is he going to appear in the future. So in this way, devotees perform kirtan, they circulated Nimai. This all I saw in the dreams. Even Advaita Acharya, he also circulated. And then immediately what I saw was Kakhano Nimani Vaise Vishnur Khataya Charana Tulya Deha Sabara Mathaya. So I saw that Nimai is sitting on Vishnu Simhasan and he has placed his feet on the heads of devotees. And all Brahma, Shiva, Ananta Shesha, and all are singing Jai Sachinandan, Jai Sachinandan. I became speechless, he said. All this is in the dreams what he saw. Mahanande Chatur Dike Sabe Stuti Kare. Dekhiya Amara Bhaye Vakhya Nahi Suri. I cannot describe the fear what I had when I saw this. Shortly thereafter, I saw Nimai dancing through the streets of Navdeep, surrounded by millions of people. So all this kataksha Lord has given even before starting this Leela. And he said, I could hear that how this Dhvani, Brahmanda Sparshya Sabe, Hari Dhvani Gaya, everybody are singing. And it is actually piercing the coverings of universe. And he says, Chaturdike Shuni Matra Nimanina Nimaniraha Stuti Nilachale Yaya Sarva Bhaktera Samhati. So I saw the prayers, how they are all offering to Nimai from all directions. Everybody from all directions, they were engaged in offering prayers. So after this dream, I became filled with anxiety. Oh, our Nimai will leave home. He'll become sannyasi. Achimata says, don't worry. Sapna tumi dekhila Goshali. Chinta na kariya ke ghare rahive Nimai. Don't worry. Our Nimai will become a householder. Punthi chhadi Nimani. Na jane ko na karma. He is so interested in the books, the school books. Advancement in the education is his only occupation. So in this way, both the couples should discuss various topics out of affection for their son. So after some days, what happened? He namate katadina thaki mishravara antar dhana haila nitya shuddha kalina. So Jagannath Mishra, whose body is eternally pure, after some days like this, departed from this world. After his departure, Mishrera Vijaya Prabhu Khandila Vistara, he cried so much, like how Ramchandra cried after the departure of Maharaj Dashrath. Sachimata survived just because she had irresistible attraction towards Gaursundar. Ateva Raksha Haila Aira Jivana. That is why Durnivara Shri Gaurachandra Akarshan, because she had so much of akarshan towards her son, she was alive. Now elaborating on this topic is very, very painful. Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Dukha bada, ye sakala vistara karite, Dukha haya, ateva kahilu sangshipe. That is why, in short, I am giving this description. So both Gaur Hari and mother, they controlled their grief as they lived together in seclusion. Hena mata jananira sange gaurahari achena nighoda rupa apani samvari. So they stayed together in seclusion. Sachi Devi engaged fully in the service of her fatherless son with no interest in any other activity. She was just serving her son. If she did not see Gaur Chandra for danda means for about 24 minutes, one danda is 24 minutes, she would faint and become blinded. So in this way, Lord constantly displayed affection and pacified his mother with pleasing words. He says, Shunamata mane kichu na chinta tumi. Do not be aggrieved. As long as I am with you, you have everything. Sakla tumhara ache, yadi achi ami. Whatever you want, I am ready to bring. Which people consider rare for even Brahma and Shiva. In Brahma and Shiva also cannot bring that I will bring for you. So what to speak of her distress, Mother Shachi forgot even her own self when she saw the beautiful face of Gausam. So rest shlokas will do tomorrow. So we have completed up to 119. It's a big chapter. So Sachimata is also experiencing bliss because of the wonderful pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I'll stop here. Vanchakalpatarubhya Sindhu Devacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo